This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 14 of Build Your Own R2-D2 from Star Wars and Fanhome. In this issue we're going to be starting some separate pieces, so all of the parts we've done before are pushed off to one side and we just deal with some parts that we've already got, and obviously parts that are delivered today. A couple of parts that I think we're only using one of, some plastic ankle parts and the mid-level for the head. But before we get the building, as ever, we'll have a look through, see what we're doing. Launching a phenomenon, building R2-D2 in the droid directory, looking at R5s by the looks of it. So, the birth of the phenomenon. Yeah, Star Wars. It was a big thing back in '77. It's a big thing now, but you know, I won't say it was the first massive film, but it was the first massive. It was the first one to have merchandise, and the merchandise went mental, absolutely crazy. But there we go. Yep. What was stuff about that? R5, quite cool. Basically R2 with a different colour scheme and a different head. But other than that, yeah. I believe the bodies are the same. Yeah, they certainly seem to be the same. So different colouring. Obviously the stripe down there on this one, but not on this one. Red instead of blue. But yeah, I think the body is identical, but obviously the head is very, very different. There we go. Case study on a particular one, R5X2 rather. Obviously in Jabba's Palace. I don't remember seeing him there, but I'm sure we did. There we go. Clone Wars, obviously the cartoon versions. Some with very, very big heads. Ancient roboticists. Okay. Self-regulating machine. It's like a steam thing with valves and things. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and say that, but they reconstructed a device from thing and stuff. Right, the head frame and leg components. That's what we're going to be doing today. Just one page of each. I shall start by assembling the center ring, or at least assembling a little bit of it. We've got these two large, rather heavy metal plates, which are going to go together thusly. Now, they don't just push together. They, again, like last time, slightly jigsawed. So you've got to lift it over and drop it in place. So that will go in place like that. With one of these, which are identical. Yep, they've both got the same numbers on them. Going over the top or underneath. Let's have a look. It says put two of the shorter screws. Yeah, I've sorted out the screws. These are the screws from the last packet that we haven't used yet, that we're using now. We're going to use two of those. That is, yes, in fact, going over the top and then screwing in from behind. So pick that up, turn it over. I can actually just leave that down there. And then, if it's correct, the screw should go through the first bit. Yeah, it goes through the plate and actually only screws in place into that little bracket. So that's that there. And that is that there. Now I'm going to tighten these up a bit, but not completely fully, because we've got more framework that needs to come around here and build together. That's going to go on one side, and obviously we need another one to go on the other side, and it works like that, but not for yet. I'll put that aside, I'll put that aside. Yeah, I'll tighten those up when I've got the other side of it in. But first of all, we're looking at the right ankle fittings. We've got two parts here and two parts here. I've probably got them the wrong way around. Let's have a look. That does in fact say something in there. That says LPR 31 and that says 29. So let's have a look. 29 goes with 28. Haven't seen any numbers on these yet. Let's have a look. 28, there we go. And that one is 30. So how do they go together? Looking at the pictures, which are always useful. That goes that way round, and that goes that way around with a screw. I haven't found a screw yet. I'm going to have to get some more screws out of my box and find those. But that goes in there like that. Screws that came with issue 5. This is issue 14. It's not ideal for me. So yeah, that's going to go in there like that with a screw. That's going to go exactly the same but opposite. Still that way around, obviously. And that is just a little ankle part. So let's have a look in my box of screws. These are the R2 screws that I had prepared, and none of them are small black screws. I'm going to have a look through and read back and see which ones it is, but I shall get those screws sorted out, put them in there. I don't know, the ones I used that I did wrong were different. Because that was those ones, but inside there I used some different ones. I shall take it apart and have a look. I can't remember. I know I ended up using the wrong screws, but thought that won't matter. We always get lots of spares. I don't remember which issue this was either, so let's have a look and see what we've got in here. It was these bits, wasn't it? Yes, I've used black screws in there, and they should have been the silvery metal ones. So these are probably the screws that I should have kept for now. I don't like getting screws so long ago. It's not helpful to keep parts for that length of time. Depending on your organisational skills, is that going to be that, do you think? That's the same as them ones. It's fairly long. Don't know, that doesn't feel like it should be. Try it and see. No, it's got to be shorter than that. I don't know what screws they're meaning. I shall endeavour to find them and sort them out. So I'll have a rummage now and see what I can find, and I'll sort these out while I'm here as well and get the right ones for that. Okay, I've been down and found a couple of screws that look like the right sort of size and length for this. Obviously they're not weight bearing or anything, they're literally just holding these pieces in place. So the worst comes to the worst, I could always glue it. But I think these are probably going to be fine. They're certainly not too long to come through and damage the plastic on the other side, like the other ones that I tried to use were. I did replace the internals on the ankle part with a couple of silver screws that I again found in the box that looked like the right ones from the pictures. I'm still not happy about the labelling and everything, how it goes, but I don't know if these are the ones that were from that previous issue. I don't think so. I think these are from, you know, a previous part work that I just keep in the same box. But I have tried to be a little bit more organised with these. This is for the X-Wing series, hence all the numbers. And the R2 ones are staying up this end, hence no numbers, because they don't tell us any numbers. This is the bracket, the hinge for the lightsaber mechanism, possibly the one that's used. We'll find out down the line. So I shall put these in there. I'll leave them in the packet so I remember what's what vaguely about them. So that's that for now. We've got those two assembled like that, like so in the picture. We've got that done as well, and that another spare piece. So that's another week done, and indeed another month done. That's the end of the last issue that's turned up at the moment. Stick around for more part works, hopefully upcoming very soon, and more R2 in another month. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.